some manner of try.
Nodding off where I stand. Must hold out till someone comes to me.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Suppose I all check the wheels of
Must hold out till someone
Mayhap
comes
I'll
to
buy
me.
myself a new sword next pay.
Off we trot.
Sleep, lots to do.
Falls on me.
Interested in my wares?
Suppose I can always grab.
My bed calls.
This is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin afore I let you on.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
How here's a welcome sight.
Now I've gone and stepped in it.
Wearing armor all day.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Wearing armor all day.
It's hard to imagine a world
Now here's a welcome sight.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Very well, I shall return.
Now, where was I bound again?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
I'm in fine fettle today. I'm interested in my wares. Time to be heading on.
I end up feeling weird. I've a selection of wares that sure to please. Hope to see you again.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Ought stock some armor.
That's it. I've had enough. My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
What am I supposed to do about it? Wishing my armor was with
My wares.
So, you seek to enter.
Leave this place at once!
Must hold out till someone comes to me. What's to do?
What will come of this?
But not at the expense of
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem, congratulations. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road. Despite the hour. Much obliged. I'm certain there is one.
Would that I could spare.
This is a nice rally.
May have a note from my charge.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are, or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the city. There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change once we have attended. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall
Master! Pray, leave this place! My body, it refuses to obey me! There is a voice within my mind! It commands me, sways my very will.
sways your will. Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own powers arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation. I quite agree.
Go on, have a look.
Why, you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern.
As they say.
What to make of this?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... Regarding the matter of the godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. 'Tis most fortunate that your majesty is a Beastren. You ought pass through the border checkpoint without undue trouble.
What's to be done about this?
If we seek further knowledge of the godsway, we ought to make for Batal. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarter.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Right at last.
We shall await you here, Master.
All seems well here, but you are sure.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've... I am in no position to make demands, of course. Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering... No progress as yet, then. Though I cannot, and should you learn something...
My sword arm could use some work.
Naught compares to a real battle.
Wait another little period, but you can never be sure.
Would that all
When
my
does
days
my
were
watch
so
end?
tranquil. I've clean
I'll feel
forgotten.
a sight better once I've had my dinner.
That tyrannical Sir Rudolph thinks he can do whatever he likes. And
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? Go on through.
Buy a little something, won't you? Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the